Hello!
Hello!
I'm Matt.
And I am Charity.
And we are Yoho Disney.
Yes, we are.
On the IG.
Twitter.
And the Twitter.
And the Facebook.
And the Facebook. And I am drinking Jack's Effects, which is one of our Disney cocktails based on Jack Sparrow that you can find on the blog. The recipe's on the blog.
Yes, and I decided to drink Santa Spiked Cocoa. So even though it's not Christmas, you can still drink it. It's very yummy.
Yes, and we are glad it's not Christmas anymore as much as we love it.
Yes, hallelujah.
Anyway, you can find the link to the recipes for these in the show notes. Which are below us.
Down
I gotta
below.
do that still.
Yeah.
So, anyway, just want to introduce ourselves, and we're going to tell you guys our Disney love story.
Yes, we have a Disney love story. Can you believe it?
We do. So basically, I grew up loving Disney. My mom was kind of a Disney fan growing up, but we have like opposite spectrums of the Disney experience. Like my Disney experience is Disney World.
Yeah, and I was born in California. I grew up in California, so I was just a Disneyland. That was my experience with Disney.
Yeah.
From a young age, I was always going.
So most of my visits were to Disney World, even though I did visit Disneyland growing up too once.
Yeah.
Because my family's from California
Yeah.
too.
So our Disney love goes down deep. We have some
Deep.
deep roots.
It's deep.
Deep roots.
So anyway, our first trip to Walt Disney was with some friends, I guess.
Yeah, so it was before we were dating.
We weren't even dating.
No, we weren't even dating.
I was interested.
And I think it was too. Like, I think I just...
Oh, you were. You were.
Yeah. We were, yeah.
I don't know for sure. I definitely was.
It just wasn't official. We weren't officially dating. So I went with a friend. So we actually didn't stay on Disney property or anything. I went down with a friend and stayed with her dad in Orlando. And you went with your friend and cousin.
Yeah, and my aunt and uncle at the time they lived in Orlando.
Yeah, so we like went down there. So so we've been married 12 years and we dated for 3. So this had to be 15, 16 years ago.
Yeah, it was a long time ago. We're old.
We're old.
But so we had our first trip and held hands for the first time.
First time.
At Disney, at downtown Disney, I remember walking from the parking lot to what used to be like the marketplace at downtown Disney, which is just a mess right now. But yeah, we held hands for the first time there, and then anyway, moving on to the next. So we dated.
Well, that was my first time to Disney World.
Oh, that's right. Yeah,
so I hadn't been to Disney World there, and it was kind of a funny thing that happened. So we were riding the Splash Mountain.
The Splash Mountain.
The Splash Mountain. It was the end of the night. They were about to close. Matt's like, let's go ride Splash Mountain one more time. And so we all go get on, the ride.
This is our first trip that we're talking about.
Yeah, And so we were getting on, and so it's Matt and I in the front, and then our friends, like, kind of we filled up the whole log. And so, like, as we start going down the hill, he reaches over and, like, kisses me like this. Like,
just on the cheek. Like, literally
totally
just
unexpected. Like, it was so funny.
Yeah.
Like,
because again, she didn't know I was into her yet.
Yeah. Well, I knew, but that was like one of those spur of the moment kind of thing. So we all get off and we go, and he's gonna get the picture. We're all laughing, and all the screens are blank. It said something like error deleted or image deleted or something, and we're like, what? What the heck? So we're like, okay, one more time on the ride. So we all get back on and ride Splash Mountain again. And well, this time I knew it was gonna happen, so we had to plan it again. So I had to be like, ooh, surprise!
Act surprise.
Yeah, so he kissed me again on the way down. So the picture snapped it. We all get out. We go through the queue, and
it's gone again.
They're all deleted again. Like, they're all blank screens.
So she's like, well, let's ride it again. So
yeah,
get back in line, walk back through. Luckily, there was no one in the park.
Yeah, because it was about to close. So there was nobody in line. So we just kept getting back, and we kept saying
empty.
So by this time,
and
we're
of course, when she said let's ride it again, I'm like, yeah, let's do it again. And so we had to play it again, act surprised, ooh, and he kissed me on the cheek, and so it was kind of became a joke with the whole group because we're like, one more time. And so here we go riding through the little queue, the song's playing again or whatever. Scarred everybody. Just listen to the song so many times. Well, then that was the third time we go through. Screens are all blank. So finally, I'm like, okay, I gotta ask a cast member what's going on, because
at that point it was like it was funny up to a point, and then it was just like what the heck is happening?
Why is this deleted? Yeah.
So I asked him, and he said, "Well, what were you doing?" And I was like,
he thought it was obscene. He
Yeah.
said, we don't allow obscene pictures.
And I'm like, obscene? All I was doing is kissing her on the cheek. And he's like, oh yeah, you can't do that. Like, we don't allow any kissing, any obscene gestures. I'm thinking, good grief. So anyway, I talked to the guy about it, and he's like, you know what? I tell you what, write it one more time, and I'll put it through. So we wrote it the fourth time.
One more time.
So we got through the queue, wrote it, kissed her on the cheek, and came out with a great picture.
We got the picture. They let us buy it.
Yes. So he snuck it through for us. Thank you. Don't know your name.
15 years ago.
Anyway,
so that was our like start of our Disney story together.
Our first trip. So
yeah, that was our first trip.
fast forward 3 years.
3 years.
Something like that. Yeah.
Dated 3 years.
And I was like, we should go visit my aunt and uncle again because we're dating at this point. So we went down again to Walt Disney World to visit my aunt and uncle, and ultimately we were pretty much just going to visit the Magic Kingdom because we didn't really have time or money at that point for much anything else. So, but I had a plan in mind and actually was going to propose to her on that trip. So it was really fun. Like, we had a great day at the Magic Kingdom.
Yeah, we spent all day at Magic Kingdom
and
together. And I had
a lot
no
of fun.
clue.
And I had the ring in my cargo shorts because they were cool.
Cargo shorts.
In
What?
2000, whatever. 1, 2, something, 3. So I had the ring like in my cargo shorts the whole time. She didn't even know it the whole day. So we're like writing things together. She's sitting next to me. I'm thinking, oh my god, she's gonna find this ring. Never did. So turns into night. Magic Kingdom's all lit up. We love the Magic Kingdom at night. Disney parks at night, just in general, we love it. But so we get a great spot for the fireworks. We ate at Cinderella's Castle.
Cinderella's Castle. And so
Royal table.
I kept thinking, like, if he's gonna propose, because you know you kind of have it in the back of your head, like, oh, if he's gonna propose, it's gonna be here. And so I just thought it was gonna be I just had my thoughts in my head, and when he didn't, I'm just like, oh, okay, I guess maybe he's not gonna propose.
So I've forgotten. It's been a while. We haven't told the story in a long time.
I know, yeah.
I made reservations for Cinderella's Royal Table, and so we ate there first. I had the prime rib. I do remember that.
Yeah.
It was really good. And then afterwards, we literally walked directly out of our reservation and got a great spot for the fireworks, and they were doing the countdown for the fireworks, like 5 minutes or whatever.
So we got a good spot, kind of over to the right on one of those
towards
fences.
Tomorrowland.
Yeah, on a fence. We're kind of sitting on a fence.
Yep, and the fireworks started, and
so he was leaning on the fence.
it was wishes at that time.
Yeah, so he was standing against the fence, and I was like kind of leaning against him, like we were both like watching or whatever. And towards the end, I think it was kind of the grand finale.
It was, yeah. I waited like to the very end because it's got to be the most dramatic part. Because for those of you that don't know me, I'm full of drama.
Full of drama.
But I had to wait till the grand finale. Wait till the grand finale. Everything's going crazy, and so I didn't turn you around. I actually like kind of leaned forward in your ear.
Yeah, and said, "I'd like to spend the rest of my life with you."
And then you said, "What?"
And then I turned around to look at him, and he's like holding the little ring case, and
I said it again. I was like, "I want to spend the rest of my life with you. Will you marry me?"
And I'm like, "Where did you get that ring?"
That was her response. Seriously. Like, I'm waiting for like a yes, all right, yes. I mean, her response was, "Where did you get that ring?" Because I guess she didn't realize I'd been carrying this ring the whole day. So that was her first response when I asked her to marry me. So I'm like, what? Like, it threw me off. Like, I don't even know what I said. Yeah.
I said yes at that point.
She said yes, and like people around us, like, you know how it is,
oh,
like
congratulations,
cheer, congratulations, we're taking pictures.
They're like, want to take our pictures? And sure. So they took pictures. We didn't have a digital camera. We had one of those little like
the little disposable Kodak ones. Yeah.
And every picture was blurry. The lady
it was horrible.
took.
Like, it was blurry, and one of them, like, our heads were like, you could only see from like our necks up, and like some of the castle.
Smiling like this. It was all blurry and blown out.
They were really bad. So anyway, so we got.
That's where we got engaged.
So we got engaged. And then, of course, getting engaged there, our love for Disney, like, just flourished from there.
Flourished love.
And so got married about a year later. That's a long story. But we're both going to go into that right now.
We got all kinds of drama.
But we'll tell you that later. But so we got married and then had our honeymoon at Disney. We stayed.
That was so much fun.
Oh, it was so much fun.
We stayed at Port Orleans Riverside.
It was like a dream trip for me because I always wanted to do like Disney by myself because I'd only done Disney with my parents, which is a blast because my family loves Disney.
And then that was our first time like staying on property, doing
Yeah.
the full everything
Together.
Yeah.
So we stayed at Port Orleans Riverside. Had not been Port Orleans Riverside for very long. It switched over
the
from
French
Dixie
quarters were
Landing.
still closed.
Yeah, they were still renovating.
It
that.
wasn't even open yet.
So yeah, stayed at Port Orleans Riverside. Loved it. Like everything about it. Stayed in the Magnolia Manor area.
Yeah, we rented the little bitty 2-person boats and like buzzed
the
up
mouse
to
boats.
downtown Disney back
Yeah,
then.
love Port Orleans Riverside because like it's such like an easy boat ride down the Sassaville to downtown Disney. That's one of the things we love about it.
Yeah, it was fun.
But anyway, had our honeymoon there. Had an absolute blast. Like went to all the parks, did everything we possibly could. It was just us two at the time. So
Yeah. And it was in February. I just remember like we stayed there for like 7 days and we like I felt like we did everything. Like we went and saw like Belle's Story Hour. Like we were like literally like, okay, now what do you want to do? Like it just was like
we had a blast. So came back and like we're already planning. I mean, we weren't even back very long. We're already trying to plan our next trip.
Yeah.
But then like we had kids.
Lots of kids.
4. And at one point all of our kids were in diapers.
Yeah. So we had 4 kids. And so we went when we had 2 kids and I was pregnant with our 3rd. We went with like all of his parents and
Yeah, my
and
entire
stuff.
family. So my sister, brother-in-law, my mom and dad,
Yeah.
us, and then all our kids. So at the time there was only 4 kids.
Yeah.
Yeah, 2 of our kids and 2 of my sister
Yeah.
and brother-in-law's kids.
Yeah, and I think that during all this time you were growing more in your love for Disney. Like you were really getting into podcasts.
Yeah, I just
really
started listening to like Lou Mangello, which back then was Mouse Tunes. I don't know if you guys remember that, but
Yeah.
before he was WDW Radio,
Mhm.
and I just like gotten enveloped in like all of the Disney
just the trivia
podcasting.
and all the
Because at the time I had a
history
job where I would sit at a desk all day, so I could listen
Yeah.
to all those.
Yeah.
And so yeah, just began to really fall in love with the history of Disney and the history of the parks and Walt and everything, and so that expanded, and then that was in 2008 that we went with all our big family.
Yeah.
And then in 2013 we
Yeah.
went with the kids, like all of our kids,
All of our
4,
kids.
and they were all under the age of 6 at that time.
Mhm.
No, 7. Kirsch was 7.
7.
Um,
Yeah. So we had 7, 6, 4, and 2.
Yep.
Because we went for our youngest's 2nd birthday, so he turned 2 while we were down at Disney, and we celebrated his birthday while we were down there. That was fun. That was really special for him.
Yeah, so we are a Disney family, and then Charity and I have been a couple times without the kids just because
Yeah.
that's
You
a bunch of time to
The kids.
But anyway, that's our Disney love story, and so this is our first official video blog, vlog, whatever you want to call it. And we're really excited because we got a bunch of stuff to talk to you guys about. Like we have a couple trips coming up. So
This year we have a couple planned.
we have one just by ourselves and another one that's coming up pretty quick, like in the next month or 2.
Couple months, yeah.
And then one big one with our entire family into September.
Yeah.
We'll go. So we'll have updates from the parks with those, and we've got a couple of fun like challenges we're gonna put out to some other Disney video bloggers.
Yeah.
So be ready for that.
And get the kids involved. We want to make sure they're involved in our some of our vlogs.
Gonna bring the kids in. We don't see a whole lot of, and it could just be because we don't know where they're at.
Yeah.
So if you have a video blog
Families.
that's a family, we see a lot of like couples and individuals that are really great. But like if you got family like kids,
We want to meet some Disney families.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we're gonna involve the kids in some of these. If you got like questions or want to see us like
Ideas.
vlog on something,
I don't know, vlog on something.
cheers. If you want to see something, just put it in the comments below, and we'll try to figure out if we can do that. So anyway, don't forget to subscribe here below,
Yeah.
and thumbs up.
Cheeks.
Cheeks again. I've never seen good position. Anyway, So we'll see you guys next time. We're gonna try to keep these short, so
Yeah.
we'll cut it off here.
All right.
And don't forget to check us out, IG Yoho_Disney, the Tweeter,
The tweeter.
Yoho_Disney, and Facebook /Yoho Disney. So,
Facebook.
anyway, bye.
Bye.